One very effective spokesperson for beef that we've run across makes his home in Texas. He's a master chef, educator, and advocate for beef. Cattleman to Cattleman reporter Brad Bulla takes us to Austin, Texas to meet Chef Mike Erickson.
Learning and teaching about food and cooking has always been a passion of Chef Mike Erickson, the culinary arts instructor at John B. Connolly High School in Texas. Although Mike studied under some legendary chefs and worked at some impressive restaurants, he had never taken the time to fully understand how beef is raised.
As an adult, I had been a chef. I had been cooking beef for a long time and been to one of the best culinary schools in the world. And I had never physically been out to a ranch and been around the cattle themselves.
That all changed in 2013 after Chef Erickson was invited by the Texas Beef Council to go on the Kansas Beef Council Pasture to Plate tour.
And that opportunity to go to Kansas and spend some time with the people in Kansas was amazing. I learned so much, and it just really inspired me to bring that back to Austin and to see how can I get my kids engaged in something like that on a small level so they could find out and meet the people that are producing the food.
Mike was inspired to create a beef-centric culinary curriculum that not only teaches the finer points of preparing meals, but also explains in detail how beef makes it from pasture to plate. The goal is to help students gain an appreciation for all the work farmers and ranchers put into producing beef.
I'm really hoping to prepare them to understand where their food comes from, because today a lot of urban kids are never exposed to the rural lifestyle and never actually visit a farm or ranch, and they don't see firsthand where the food's coming from. So a big part of what my job is not only to teach them how to cook, but teach them, how it's grown, where it's raised, what it looks like in the ground before they harvest it, so they get a better understanding that it's a process, that food just does not magically appear at a restaurant or in the grocery store. At the end of the year, they were huge beef advocates. I mean, they already ate it a lot, but I think it made them more knowledgeable that now they could tell their peers, hey, what you're saying is not true. Have you ever been to a farm or a ranch? And they can say, yeah, I have.
In addition to visiting ranches, feed yards, packers, and processors, the students complete the checkoff-funded Masters of Beef Advocacy course to help round out their education.
In the beginning, the MBA program, the Masters of Beef Advocacy, was something that I went through personally as a chef, and I'm always looking for more knowledge and more learning, and I thought, once again, wow, this would be cool if high school students could do it. We were the first high school in the state of Texas to let our kids go through the MBA program, and it really was an intensive 4-day training to where I don't think I could have covered it as well as it was designed.
Chef Erickson's class even created their own documentary, which provides a front row seat as the students learn about the beef industry. The film can be used as a resource for students and teachers who may not be able to afford this kind of learning experience.
It's a 90-minute documentary about the beef industry, True Beef from Pasture to Plate. We have a Facebook page for True Beef and also a YouTube channel where you can see the trailer of the film. And right now we're looking at putting it on Vimeo where you could buy it and download it for your classroom or for if you're interested in watching a documentary at home.
Mike credits the Texas Beef Council with providing support to help make True Beef a success.
And the Texas Beef Council has always been a tremendous partner within culinary arts in Texas just because they're about education. They were a huge advocate in helping create the partnerships and bringing the school district and industry and the fundraising together to be able to start a project like this.
Chef Erickson is a strong advocate for the beef industry, and his students are helping to spread the positive story of beef. Mike hopes his curriculum will catch on at other schools across the country.
Our hope is that other educators will do something similar or that they'll be interested in using True Beef in their classroom. I love beef and I don't want to see it change, and I want to see people understand, number one thing is, how hard ranchers and farmers work to put that on our table. People just are detached. They don't understand today how much effort and how much risk and how much capital and how much blood and sweat goes into getting that calf or that seed from pasture or field to plate.
Reporting from Austin, Texas, I'm Brad Bulla for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.
To find out more about Chef Erickson and his film about beef from pasture to plate, you can visit the website truebeefthefilm.com. And why not join Chef Mike as a graduate of the Masters of Beef Advocacy Program? There's no cost to participate, and you complete the program all on your own schedule. To get started, just visit the website beef.org/MBA.